Looks like we've got a Titan core going. A few pieces that could be embraced. And there is our tungsten bulwark, which we're going to want to. Let's give that a pause. I don't think I'd say no to a thruster. Almost got the Titan core filled in. Don't really need more speed. Let's leave it, take the reroll. Try to build this next. We're gonna want bro there. I need the space yet. Good morning, John. Getting the job done. I always feel a need for speed. Do we go frigate? Frigate core? Or hauler core? I'm thinking frigate. I forgot we were about to get this. So I may need the space after all. Oh god, and there's an armor forge. Okay, I need too many things right now. That's a good problem to have. Let's look at rebuilding our ship. This has an interesting configuration where it wants our pilots in certain spaces. Take that there for now just because I want to get this on the board. I can't fit 2 pilots in it anywhere. I can do that for a start. Where is this gonna go? Probably here. Okay. This gets us a good bit of overlap with these. That's not great because I need a pilot there. Do it like this. No, because now I need a pilot there. What if? We did that. That's a start. I don't think I can get room for that just yet, right? Buy the room now. The stuff next turn. I think that's the way I want to do it. It needs to be a crew person.
Earn your keep.
this. We got 2 more spots for them. Hey, what's up, Christmas? How you doing? Fuel pump there. I'm kind of down with the fuel pump here. I can afford this now, I just can't optimize it. That doesn't quite work, right? Because it needs to be... No, it doesn't need to be a crew member there. Okay. This does work, and it gives me something to do with the extra crew. I need a lot more crew, but... May as well be here, because that's going to increase my speed. Okay, it's starting to come together.
This steel has seen more battles than you have.
This gets me a couple more hit points if we do the fighting like this. Great for the captain, we just buy that. I'll need rust nuggets. I'm gonna have to rebuild the ship again next turn. But I think we can buy these 2 and be in good shape. Could use a bit more repair. Hey look, free janitor. I basically have to take everything apart and rebuild it all over again. I guess not everything, because the positioning for these is good. And the crew position is alright. But I do have to get this maximized. That would really need to be here, basically. If we're gonna do it proper. Can't really get a pilot's position in here. That's not nerfing any of my pilots, but I do need a spot here. I guess we just move these up. Yeah, that'll have us covered. I can have some room for some crew in the back. We want to surround this with as many things that activate as possible. This doesn't activate, which is awkward. Maybe you need to be like this. It does take up a pilot spot. I may have to be okay having one activation missed. I've got to fit the forge in too, which is also awkward. Might be as good as I can get it for now. It's taking up a pilot spot. That's not going to work. Well, that could work for this turn. Just taking up a pilot spot too. I'm gonna have to rebuild basically every turn for a while now, but I'm okay with that. I'd like to get my support beam into. That can go there. Fine. And go here. This little doodad. Go here. Don't really need a hard point. I'll decide if we want a signal jammer. Like, it's going to be removing radar. Yeah, that seems alright too. It's just, this is hard to position. I mean, that's part of what makes the game fun, right? Webcam signal is jammed? No, it looks great. I'm just a little fuzzy today. I wonder what it's focusing on. I wonder what it thinks it's supposed to be focusing on. Oop. You don't even know, do you? Here, look at the ceiling. A little better. Thank you, Tommy, and good morning. Alright. We are massive. Let's upgrade the captain.
No grit, no steel.
Upgrade the core. Slap on a signal jammer. I can get a pilot there that's good for us. But I'd probably rather it be a Rust Shaman anyway. Needs to be somebody here too, but there can't be. I don't have enough people. Canada can go there. Focusing on the existential dread of being a device designed just to someone forever. Okay, there's the Aegis, and there's somewhere to drop it. We shall drop it like it's hot. I'm nearly dead and I don't want to. But that's functionally our turn. I want a rust nugget. And it does something this turn. I feel like we're in a lot of danger right now. Womp womp. All right, I'm gonna go make some breakfast and we're gonna try this one more time. If it doesn't work, I'm never playing this faction again. And that's just all there is to it. Easy peasy. Oh, good morning, Aaron. Have a little breakfast while I ponder our next move. I'll do one more with these dudes. But the Steel Forgers have been giving me a little trouble because it's hard to figure out how to win with them. I've gotten 10 wins a couple times, but it's been a challenge. This game's really fun. I feel like this is going to be my game for a while. Of course, I always think that, but All right, so let's look at what we need to maximize. Bro's going to give us an upgrade kit every 2 turns, and he's just going to give us armor. This is what's adding our faction items to the pool so that we'll see those in the shop. And when we lose 18 armor, we launch a saw blade. It's not a very great weapon, but it rewards us for stacking armor, which our boss does. And this just kind of shoots things. I've tried to get rid of the pipe blaster generally in favor of something like a railgun if we want a weapon early. Because this fires faster, it uses energy instead of ammo. Like, this just runs out of ammo pretty quick and doesn't do anything. It does fire slower, though. Well, the recharge rate is slower. It fires faster because the projectiles go faster. Bizarre. We've got that option as well as a bunch of face, a plate, and a chemist. Chemist isn't bad, but usually you want to put it on weapons. And we're not really going to use weapons, at least not long term. So I think what I want to do here is just buy the space. Plate. I'll lock the plate and take our reroll. Okay, Rust Shaman is a really important crew member. It gives you rust resistance, which is good because you're going to be accidentally making a lot of rust, and it makes everybody else charge up faster. The other crew members, that is. So I'm happy with these. We should lose this first fight by a lot, but I'm not very worried about that. Got a big empty ship. Well, they ran out of ammo. They kind of didn't matter. Alright, let's fill this ship up with good things. Here's our upgrade kit. If I recall correctly, upgrading this isn't very good. Blade does a little bit more damage, and it gives us 3 more armor. It just doesn't seem wonderful. I know I want the shaman and the plate. I don't really want any of the rest of this. I want to try to get some of the faction-specific items, like the cogwheel that inflicts rust on your opponent. That seems useful. Because I understand that most things don't double in use. The way I've seen it, you definitely don't want to upgrade most things until you have to. This doesn't remove rust. Some. The flight deck is an example of one that upgrades straight up. There's a gem that does. Okay. Haven't encountered that yet. That could be useful. I think for now I'm going to have to take this flamer just so that we can actually win some battles. I'm going to save this until we get our build around item. And I don't mind hauling around a rust nugget. Like, this faction generally wants to be more defensive, but I'm not getting options in the shop to be defensive, so we'll just burn them down. I can sell the weapons later if we find combo pieces. Now here's our choice. We don't have Titan Core. Okay. So we can build a hybrid ship with Renegades if we go for an ammo stockpile. That gives us Renegade and Tonduran items in the shop, which is interesting. I think I'm going to nix the ammo crate. We're not really going to do anything weapons focused. We could go into a biological ship, but that's kind of the same as like getting the Renegade stuff, as we're just making a hybrid ship. This one's interesting in that it gives us a way to inflict damage on our opponents. This is the Valorian thing too. So kind of all of three of these are make a hybrid ship. I think I want to go with the mining drill. It's interesting. Aaron's just mentioned that there's a gem that we could use, which is cool. But this also gives us a way to inflict damage on our opponents. We are going to need some fuel. And there's a forge. I can appreciate that too. And a fuel pump. This is a gem that gives us armor or cleanses rust. This is a gem you were talking about. We can afford all of this, so let's do it. We need more crew too. I feel like this is way better going in the drill and getting us armor. Why would you want this just to clear rust? So every 5 seconds this clears 1 rust, or every 4 seconds it gives us 2 armor. The armor is just better, because that can stop the rust just as well. Well, I guess it is 75% chance to gain 2 armor, isn't it? Whereas it's 100% chance to cleanse the rust. Okay, I get it. Let's drop it on here. What'd it do? I was thinking I was going to upgrade the drill. That does change the cooldown dramatically. What does this do? Oh, bro. We're just going to upgrade the forge. And do we need fuel or plating? Their fuel's getting drained pretty hard, but I don't need the flamer anymore. There's no reason not to have this. How much does this sell for? 3? This isn't the plating that I want. It's the plating that I can get. I'll take this for now. Yeah, I can ban them. Just understand how people make bots to do that. I don't think I want to hold the fighting. Do I want to pay? Upgrade this again? Yes, I do. I just need crew members now. This inflicts poison or cleanses poison, right? That's an interesting way to get another dot going on a fast activating item, but I'm not going to log for it. We're going places. There's an armor builder. There's another crew member. Yeah, please. Do we just keep upgrading this? I don't see why not. It looks absurd. Do want to pause for that because this converts health into armor too. Good morning, Orcish. All right, here's more crew. I can get a janitor now, which I'm certainly interested in. We don't know what core we're going to get, but I'm always going to be happy to have a janitor. I think I want Rust Boy too. Yeah, plating's good. You get enough plating stacks, you're in business. Like, I'm interested in this too. It's just, this is a lot to be purchasing without a lot of space, given that I'm probably going to have to buy a core neck, like in 1 or 2 rounds. But we'll see how this goes. I can start selling out of some of the weapons soon. This is working. Work. I think it's next round where we have to buy our core. This can generate fuel, which is pretty cool. Or we can sit it there and generate heat and fire. We don't want to be on fire, but we do want to generate heat. If you've got enough janitors, this is not a bad idea. That means I can just stick it in here for now. And if I get a bunch more janitors, we're in business. It lets you freeze things in the shop, so when you reroll, you don't lose them. It's just a little bit better to have 2 of these than one upgraded one. Don't need a weapons wing, and I don't need to upgrade that. I am going to need space in a minute. Definitely want the janitor. We can build with this hull. That can give me room for everything I need. We could sell out of these, the stupid gun or the flame tosser in a minute. Is that what you meant, that lock icon? Because there's other icons too that are like hull plate, piece, weapon, remember. Hang the guy. Looks like there was a lock icon in the lower left corner when the turn started. May have been. We've got to win another fight for us to get that upgrade. This? Good shop. I don't know. It's probably what it was. Upgrading this thing. Yeah, we do. Take our janitor. Don't have big space concerns currently. Speed everybody up. We're going to take this out. Like that. I think we go party. Let's win a heckin' battle so I can get my core. Man, I just can't move fast enough. We also had a problem with catching ourselves on fire there. But we get the pity core. I'll take it. I mean, this is an interesting option to go with an already upgraded armor forge. I don't think it's super smart, but we could try it. But I don't think I want to do that. The destroyer core. Generally, I like frigate core. And we've already got a bunch of crew members, so I should probably just take the frigate core. So you need to enable grid items in the home screen, and it changes the game a lot, in my opinion, a good way. There's another rust cleanser, which is nice because we're starting to build up a good bit of rust. All right, so let's readjust this so we can get our pilots into good positions. Basically need to rebuild everything to make that work. It's okay. It's kind of what the game is about. We've got pilot spaces up here. I need to have the forge going maybe here. That would put me a pilot spot right next to it, which is convenient. Let me get this completely crewed. So who do we want to be speeding up the most? Probably the boss man.
This steel has seen more battles than you have.
Janitors, realistically. I need these guys pumping. I feel like these guys don't need to be sped up because they can only activate 5 times. Get us another pilot down here. Toss one of these bros back here. Weapons can kind of go wherever. Fuel pump going on this thing and just burn that armor production. Do I want to try to build a crackling core 2 as a damage source? Like, this is worth thinking about for a minute. I think that's better than all these dumb guns I've got. I'm obviously going to need some pieces to make it fit. And we're going to have to optimize that too, which is not ideal. This might be worth the effort. I did have the fuel pump on the forge before, and I still kind of want that. What does this one do again? Cleanses rust. I like cleansing rust. I just need space now. Hey look, space. And a shaman. I get both? I can get both. Now I've got to choose, do I try to maximize crackling core or the frigate core? I think since this works specifically with crew members, we really need to be focusing on the crew members right now. That's going to give me... I can just trade up from there. Is there anything we don't want anymore? I don't want to lock that and feed it something from the shop and see what we get. There's not anything I want to trade in. Okay, let's give this a go. If this doesn't stabilize us, I may just have to give up on this faction for now. Stabilized us. We did gain a little bit of armor there. Trade kit. I can still upgrade this, so I'm going to do that. Ooh, and a little bitty piece of space. Just enough for me to move that fuel pump over. Nice. I'm upgrading it again. This is a rare item on sale. Let's get a better item. Hey, look, a tungsten bulwark. That's pretty good. How the hell am I going to fit this in my ship? I feel like I have all the pieces I need to make this work. I just don't have the space for it, which I think is the fun of this game. I've got enough janitors, we're not going to set ourselves on fire if I buy in more coal. I could certainly use another armor smith, but what I really need is space. I think I need to roll and find a couple space upgrades now. Where would I fit the core? Yeah, I can see how we could piece this together. It's just going to be a little bit different. The flight deck too, but I can't afford it. Okay. We're going to do this. Everything needs to be moved forward. To here, basically. I think this is actually going back. I'm going to do this for now. Okay, that works for the crackling core. Works for this. We've got 2 pilot spots up here. I mean, I can move the pieces up and just move the bloody core back. Yeah, that works. Okay. I've got all of this area filled in. I can get pilots in there. I can fit the bulwark in. Deal with you in a minute. I know this does have to be back one more, doesn't it? That's okay. That's not a problem. Here we go. Maximized. Where's my crackling core? That needs to be maximized too. This doesn't activate, does it? It says it does. Okay, it works. So these can trigger off of each other. They're just not going to be great. And I'm missing 1 activation spot for that. I can live with that. We switch this here. And all of a sudden, this is in business. I do need to be able to hit these pilots up here, so we still need more space. Gonna have to decide what we want to maximize so we can get infinity more space, but this will work for now. Right, I've got the forge too. Damn it. We're just gonna have to go here. Forge can't. Forge can't go there. If I can get the forge maximized, we've done it. We're there. Okay, I think that's it for the forge. Alright, so who needs to be activating the fastest? Boss
Earn your keep.
can be on the forge. Do I not have any ironsmiths? That's horrible. I need some ironsmiths. This activates pretty quickly, so it's happy being here. It's a quick activator. It can be here. One of the fastest activating things where this is touching. 675. Also 675. Pump can go here. I need another pilot here. It doesn't really matter who it... Well, it kind of does matter who it is.
This steel has seen more battles than you have.
Don't mind turbocharging janitors. Pilot spot, isn't it? Pilot spot and a crackling spot. That fulfill it? It does. Neat. Alright, and now I need crap to activate around this. Get in, loser, you're flying the plane now. These things are great for activation, right? No, it's 5 seconds. That's not that often. Good morning, Raptors. I am positioning the ultimate spaceship. I want more plating and more bros. I want more of everything and more space. They're trying to spike me to death. That's not going to work because we don't shoot very many bullets. Crap, maybe it is going to work. When you get 13 of them, you don't have to shoot that many bullets. I'm disappointed. So this is a pretty good weapon for this faction. We do have our first armor smith as well, and some space. This all looks good to me. And if we'd gotten this thing sooner, I think I would be excited about it, but we've basically got this to try to inflict rust. Does it increase our chances of inflicting rust when we upgrade it? Yes, so I need to buy this. I'm not using a ton of fuel, but I think having another one would be nice. We're not firing a ton of projectiles, but remember, this one triggers every time we lose armor. Specifically 18 armor, and we're starting with 46. So this getting a think this basically means we're going to reliably inflict 1 rust as we burn through our armor. I'm going to need space too. I feel like I've got a shot to get my 10 wins, but we've lost so much life. There's also a very real possibility that's what, you know what, I need to test this. So I've been playing ranked and I'm in Emerald. It doesn't really have a clear list of what the ranks are, but I'm facing other people that are in Emerald. So there's a chance that I'm having a harder time with this faction because I'm playing against more optimized ships. And that's actually what the issue is. Not that I'm playing differently or poorly, just that gotta work on that, you know? Give me a second. I think I'm gonna try a run with one of the other captains. Just to make sure I'm doing it right.
Fire with precision.
All right, this is my favorite captain, General Gribben Mortarmaster. So every 12 seconds, roughly, we get 5 ammo and a firepower. Firepower essentially makes your weapons do more. Won't quite show it. There it is. Your projectiles gain 6% damage, which is great. And whatever he's stuck on gets 20% additional damage and 20% lifelink. I found a couple of builds that work well with this, and generally have had no trouble getting to 10 wins running this character. I'm kind of curious if I can still pull that off now that I'm a little bit higher rank. Obviously, you need to paint your ship before you start doing other stuff. Track missiles I have not loved as much as the hull smashers, but a discounted one. This is 12 damage versus 12 damage, 1.48 versus 1.48. What's the difference? They seem... I guess they got equalized, because now they just do the same thing. Yeah, there must have been a balance patch to adjust those. And generally what I've found is getting this thing surrounded by gunners and people who can make it do a lot of damage is great. So you can kind of build one mega gun or try to build lots of little guns with this faction. I definitely want the gunner. This gives you a split chance. This gives you a split chance. That means that the projectile splits and fires more projectiles. It's pretty great. Missiles running off of fuel is a little bit awkward, so I think I'm going to buy the space and reroll. This is a weapons computer. This is good if you have a lot of weapons or if you just have one. You do need somebody to operate it to get all of the benefits from it, which we don't have yet. But we can just stack it here for now and have the thing fire faster, and that's okay. I'm going to lock discount space, and we'll have our first fight. Got a split there. Get wrecked, nerds. We've got our discount space. We've got a potential upgrade to the weapons computer. Now, this is an interesting one. If you upgrade it, it's a little bit easier to crew. If you don't, you get 220%, which is better than 130%. There's also a gunner. You really want the gunner to be on a gun, somewhat, obviously. We've got the option to buy a rail gun. Don't think I can get the gunner behind a weapons computer and the weapons computer touching the weapon. So this is not optimal, but this will work for now. This is giving us lifelink, a little extra radar. Got a ton of money too. Like I can, loaded hull isn't bad. Let's see if we can find another crew member, or maybe another gun. Now these are interesting barrage turrets. They fire 4 bullets at a time, so they're really good for ammunition if we get any ammunition pieces. I'd rather see what our build around is before we decide if we want this or not, which is kind of stinky. But it wouldn't be real hard to get it in 2 weapons computers. Right now, and we've got ammo, so I'm just going to take it. I don't love plating on this ship, but it's okay. We don't need it as much as the Tondurans do, but I mean, we can still use it. It's not bad to have a little extra health. Get wrecked. Good morning, General Snoss. How are you? Now it's time to decide what we want. We've got a Titan core if we want massive health. I'm going to take the ammo crate. Both of these items let us dip into another faction's stuff if we want to have like a hybrid build, but I don't. This would give us access to gems, which are cool, and this gives us access to cargo, but I am playing a gun build, so I would like the ammo for the guns, please. We can rebuild the ship in a minute and make this all work. Here's some ammo, incendiary rounds. This is why I like the barrage turret, and I'm probably going to start investing in these, and instead of going for like one big gun, go for lots of little guns, because once you stick the ammo in these, they fire 4 rounds at a time. That's 4 fire immediately every time this fires. Low caliber rounds make things shoot faster. If something has an effect when the shot lands, shooting faster is good. We don't have anything that does that right now, but that doesn't mean we won't get it. We could also look at a power cell, which would give us power to use for potentially other things like thrusters, which might be nice to have on this ship. And again, give a chance to start fires with barrage turrets. I think I want this. This dude also gives you a chance to start fires and charges your guns faster. So I want him to. I don't think I knew about XY. I knew I can move this around like this. Yeah, I guess it doesn't do anything like with that. All right, let's just rebuild this. Got an interesting little box ship. I need somebody to crew the dang weapons computer too, but weapons computers, but we'll make that work. The big gun goes here. Weapons computer goes here. Here? I just don't have... I'd love to put a janitor behind those, but we don't have them.
Let the void echo with our strike.
trying to think of where I'm supposed to put these 2 barrage turrets, because I could do something like this and get a dude on one of these. The answer may be that I have to merge them.
Fire with precision.
And except that one of my gunners is not doing gunner things, and that's okay. Not optimized either, and I don't like it. It's a little better. You want the incendiary rounds on this, and those are getting charged, so that works. This can hit everything. Light deck here. This works. I do want more gunners. And at this point, I want a hull to build around this gun. There's extra energy too, which is not bad to have. Yeah, this is a good spot. Let's give this a go. I'm just chewing through nerds. Do I want a transporter pad? Kind of a late transporter pad. I think I'd rather take the ion drive. It gives me something to do with the energy I already have rather than giving me more energy that I don't really need. And a little bit of evasion never hurt. Okay, now this is kind of one of the reasons to get into an ammo build is a torpedo bay. You buy this, you put ammo in it, the ammo is applied to everything on the ship. We're buying that and space for it. Now everything has incendiary rounds. Or whatever we get and want to put in there. I think it's a little light for an ammo factory too, although I do like them. And I need this little piece to fully surround a herpaderp. Although I can just do it with that, but... This is just a bit too easy. I like it. This faction makes sense to me. You buy the guns, you put the ammo in the guns, blow up the nerds. Now everything is incendiary rounds. That'll get better. That's just what it is for now. We're having a little bit of an ammo problem. Like I could sort of use a supply crate, but I don't feel like I need a lot for it. I would like more barrage turrets if we can get them. This is a missile build. That might actually be a bit of a problem for us. Kind of depends on how often they can trigger it. Not enough. We're dealing a good bit of fire damage, and this pleases me. Upgrading this thing again. This is 3. And the guns charge 40% faster. I'm down with this. I can upgrade it yet again. Now I literally just need more guns to stick under this thing. So all of a sudden the Hull Smasher missile is starting to become appealing. because I need something to shoot. I could also re-roll and hope I get more barrage turrets. This is good enough. If we get more barrage turrets, that's just good news too. There's a rail gun. This uses energy, which is convenient because I've got a lot of it. There's a janitor, which I'm interested in, and there's space, which I'm interested in. I want the janitor. I don't really need the space, do I? I can reconfigure what I've got. I want the janitor to go behind the weapons computer. I can put the gunner on something. Almost anything. And having some healing on the ship is not. They had a lot of burst. Almost enough. All right, now it's time to get our core. So fighter core is like run 4 main weapons, do your thing. Which could work for this. It also buffs your item scaling. So that's a possibility. Cruiser core, obviously good. The problem is, like, we'd utilize the weapons aspect, but not the armor aspect. Destroyer core. Yeah, this is good. Out core is not for us. Frigate core is not for us. Hauler core is not for us. I don't want to try the fighter core. I haven't done this yet. It's going to make you make a smaller ship that upgrades more often. That doesn't make sense with what we've got. So Destroyer core makes a lot more sense. It gives us a lot more room. More room for activities. I've also kind of got myself in a spot where I don't really want to upgrade things. Where did that fall off? Oh, because it makes that part of the grid not usable. Go here. We can still build around this if we need. Definitely need my torpedo bay. Got another gunner we'd like to staple on something. Torpedo bay doesn't have to be here. It can be way back here. That can still hit all the weapons. Don't mind a gunner on this. Lighting can go wherever. Okay. We've got a ship. We don't have a ton of room. Something like a wing could be useful here. I wanted the rail gun. I'm just not quite sure where to put it. Especially considering I'm starting to run out of space. I mean, the answer might be to move some things that aren't necessary back here. This ammo to hit as many of my guns as possible. kind of makes this useless, doesn't it? If I move my wing up here and do this. Okay, this is working. Weapons computer is not hitting on my gun. It needs to. This split chance is too important not to maximize. This is just giving a crit chance, which is neat, but not necessary. I think I can work with this. Do we upgrade this thing? I think we do. Significant damage increase. We upgrade it. I'm falling behind on production of all resources, so we're going to need to grab that. What do you do? Leica? Is this a dog? Whenever a crew activates, 50% chance to restore health. Shop rolled, 20% chance to reduce the price of an item in the shop by 30. We got the space dog. Doggo confirmed. I don't need her with what we're doing here, but that's cute. Don't want heavy rounds. Low caliber rounds in the torpedo bay are interesting. It speeds everything up. And the supply crate, I think, is something we're interested in. So let's save these. I'd like a fuel tank too, but I don't have anywhere to put it. Probably need to find somewhere to put it. Appreciate that the dog is bigger than a person. Fuel pump. You can take a fuel pump. There's also some space. Like space. A staple of fuel pump right on that gun. Pop some low caliber rounds in here. Tuck us in a supply crate. Ship looks kind of dumb, but it works. Pardon me. Now that's a gun. I want an autocannon array. The gunner. Don't need a hardened plate. I do need some space to put it in. But I think with a reconfigure and maybe another wing, I can pull it off. Do it. That's the last thing I need, and we'll have all of our wins. So maybe that's what I need to do with the Honduras, is just have even more plating. I've still gotten to figure them out. We're gonna mostly rebuild the ship. Only thing that's going to stay in place are these two things. I need that autocannon array maximized in a major way. So it needs ammo stockpile, If I back things up too, I can maximize it even more and have more space around it. So we're doing that. Supply crate can go anywhere, that doesn't matter. Weapons computer definitely needs to hit this thing. But only once, so it's got plenty of room to hit other people too. Janitor, you're on the weapons computer. That means we're able to hit this gun with the weapons computer too. This is better off not as a wing, isn't it? Yeah, by a lot. One of these little dudes here. Of them here. All right, we're gonna fuel pump this thing. Boss is on it.
Let the void echo with our strength.
Gunners are on it. Gunners are getting upgraded. I need all hands on deck for this thing. Now, the track missile is a little less appealing. We can at least get it in range of this and have it fire off. Pretty crappy positioning on this thing. That works. I need the janitor to run the weapons computer and fly the ship, but it's okay because you're a really good janitor and we're proud of you. We believe in you. This is probably the most beautiful spaceship you've ever seen. Man, we are gonna pew pew pew, but we need some ammo. Not gonna be tempted by the nuke. Am gonna be tempted by the Gatling gun. Oh, that's such a beautiful gun. I don't think I can pull it off. I think we actually need to upgrade our barrage turrets, which does make them quite more effective. It also makes them use less ammo. We can buy some corrosive rounds and stock them on the ship. We can buy this to synthesize some ammo. Because I need to stockpile ammo. I don't, in fact, need this wing, but I do need to stockpile ammo. I can sell out of something and get us one of these. But I don't think I need more guns. I think I just need more ammo, and we're in business. But I've already shut off all my ammo. The ship just bursts. Like, you're dead. Another pupper. Okay, maybe I do need a wing to put ammo on. It's our ammo wing. This is epic. Oh, I can't feed a dog to the thing. Fortunate I was going to. I'm gonna re-roll and just see if I can get another ammo. If I can, we probably win. 4 cost ammo? 4 cost ammo. Good to go. We only need one more win and we're done. Yeah, okay. Okay, getting 10 wins with the Mortar Master is still possible and pretty easy. You buy the guns, you put the crew members on the guns, you buy the ammo for the guns, you pew 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 and people die. I think that's why this is my favorite captain, is but I need to work with the others some too. All right, so you're going to teach me how to play Tondurans, chat.
Has seen more battles than you have.
Aaron's saying it's plating. Is the way. I also got some messages from the wife. Let me do those real quick. Man walked into the ER with 6 plastic horses in his stomach. The doctor described his condition as stable. It's 10:44. Okay, we got time for more. All right, so you're telling me what I want is just back plating on this pro. Upgrading him has to be good.
Grit, no steel.
This is giving me repair, speed, which is another form of evasion. Which is cool. I've usually ended up wanting a fuel pump when I was playing Tondurans, but that's lead hull. It gives you plating. If you get 20 plating, you can't take damage. Test that out. This is going to gain me an extra 2 speed and an extra 2 repair. Also an extra 2 radar, which really doesn't matter to me. You're saying literally just buy that stuff. Like, do I take the on sale flight deck or do I say screw it? We just want plate and health. I can sort of see that as a strategy. Just buy the space because the stuff you need takes up tons of space. Just buy the space until you get to the things that need the space. Here's a little bit of space, a little bit of armor. We've also got a rust mutant. I like a lot of what's here, but this gives me plating. Let's buy plating. I feel like you gotta buy janitors. This dude seems really important too. But let's try to focus on plating and see if I can do something. Is that the stat I haven't tried to max on? Got an armor forger. I think we're going to save that, obviously. Yeah. I think I know what we're looking for. I don't know what to buy until we find what we're looking for. I know I want the armor smith. Well, I'm going to be gaining rust. All right, this gives me plating. We're buying that. Definitely want plating. Definitely want the janitor. I feel like without a way to clear rust, stacking too much of it's a problem. So I kind of want to find everything else before I start investing in the crew. This is none of that. Let's move along. Morning, Zombub. Or good evening. Yeah, this is a very different track than I had tried with these guys, but it does seem to be working. We would presumably want drill if there's not a Titan core. There's my rust cleanser. There's my fire producer. Problem is I don't need that yet. You can upgrade your drill. You can fuel pump your drill. I still don't have plating and I need plating, so let's roll and see if we can find more plating. What do you do? Restore health and gain frost. Doesn't seem great to me. If I had enough janitors, I could buy things like this. But I don't have enough janitors. Alright, so every 6 seconds we remove a debuff. But every 9 seconds we add a debuff. That works out alright. All right, let's see if I'm onto anything here. I need fire. It worked, but we could use more fuel. There's our cogwheel, finally. Okay, let's do that. I want to upgrade the cogwheel. It just gives me rust nuggets. There's also another lead hull we're pretty interested in. I can buy that and the other fuel pump. I don't need this gun anymore. I could grind that up into rust nugget. What's it doing? It's doing damage for a little bit until it runs out of ammo, and then it just doesn't do anything. Eh. Upgrade the captain. Spikes are nice. Base is nice. Health is nice. I'll take these things. Let's see if the cogwheel can get the job done. Cooking. Upgrade kit too.
This steel has seen more battles than you have.
Put our course in too. I've got infinite rust nuggets. Our rerolls now. Oh, shaman. That's interesting. So is another fuel pump because we're still having fuel pump problems. Can't buy both right now, so we need to buy the best. This is also good space for us because it's additional plating. I want that, and I want the shaman. I'll take the fuel pump now. I would also like another fuel pump and another janitor. That will be sufficient. I think I'm getting it, Aaron. Thank you. I needed this help. You gave me what I needed. You gave me the missing piece. Need you too, but I can't get you right now. Why haven't I gotten my core yet? I thought we got cores by now. Lead hole we want. I'm interested in that too, but not enough to lock it. Take another fuel pump too. Fuel pump the hell out of this thing. Just give me plating? No. I don't want it. This is a beautiful rust bucket. That's unfortunate. Now we can get a core. I don't want to try the hauler core. Let's see what we can do with that. All right, I do think I want a crew dog now. Because this build could actually make use of it. I have to rebuild this thing again. This does need to get maximized. I need all of the hit points. It shouldn't be that hard, though. More fighting's good, too. Generally want our crew hugging this dog. Be better if I just moved it down then. Heading in the rear. Guns kind of don't matter anymore, but they may as well be here. So as the crew activates, it's restoring health. As I reroll, it's potentially making things cheaper. Like this is working out for us. Get a spot there, it's a little better, but I can't, so. Do I want to try to fit a bulwark on this thing too? Probably. It's gonna be a bit of a tight fit. We can squeeze it on there. Could use a bit more space if that's the case. So I think I'll take the spike stuff too. That's more fire. This fuel pump isn't actually on that. This is still making fuel that way, but would like it triggering the cogwheel. Doggo hasn't triggered yet. Potentially more at max HP, but it's not plating. These things are neat for making shields. Bulwark will do for me. What does upgraded Leica do? Not bad. We're obviously upgrading the Bulwark with this. Can't maximize it yet. They don't have to maximize it. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be. We don't have enough space. We're going to buy more space, and that's okay.
This steel has seen more battles than you have.
Brr, 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 brr. Can I put a gem in the dog? I can. Seems kind of wrong. Where does it go? Buying all of this. Want more coal? I don't think we need more coal. We need more armor, but this is the beginning of getting us armor. I've got to decide, is it better to have 2% health? No, it's better to have this activating. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. I missed out on a reroll there, but what's going wrong now? I've got 10 plating. I'm not generating heaps of armor. Need weapons. Still need tons of space to try to make this work too.
Earn your keep.
Fuel's still a bit of an issue. Finally get this dude to start making some armor. Let's choose fuel into armor, ammo, and energy. I don't really need plating and janitors. There's plating. Cogwheel upgrade. I feel like I've upgraded this a bunch and it's not doing much. Like, there's our next turn. I think that's good. The issue may be that I need to rebuild the ship. And get everything maximized on it. There's some sexy plating. That means I can't buy anything else, but this is a nice looking expensive ship right now. There's even more plating. I don't need to upgrade this realistically. Don't need any of that. Wouldn't mind cleansing rust. You can just buy that. Yes, I'll take more plating, please. This is working. Pardon me just a minute, y'all. Travis. guess I got a butt dial. Don't love that. Freaks me out when my kids is. And like I'm in the middle of doing important things here. Really don't need a hard one. I think I've got enough janitor fun with that now. Oh no, that is not what I meant to do. Oh my god, no. If we're doing that, I'm rebuilding the whole bloody ship. We can do this better. We can build it stronger. I just didn't want to because I'm lazy. Four goes here. We've been fuel pumping that. I don't feel like that's entirely necessary right now. Doggo can go here. Well, the doggo doesn't actually activate itself, does it? Okay, it does. It does. We'll trigger that. Eight seconds, 6 seconds. 8 seconds. Janitors around the doggo is good. Other crew members around the doggo is good too, but ideally ones that are going to activate consistently.
Earn your keep.
This guy can be wherever. This activates relatively quickly. Six, 7, that's fast enough. I can speed up the drill. Need to speed up the drill. Further speed up that thing. Probably still want the gun on there, even though it's not doing a whole lot. 7 seconds. 5 seconds is not bad. Does this work with that? It does. Neat. I guess that's why I was fuel pumping this thing, because like it just, there's nothing else to fuel pump. We're still missing space somehow on this huge ship. I guess this can move over here. Solve a lot of that problem. Now it looks like a ship. That's more plating. Want more plating. That's more plating too. Want all of the plating. Want an upgrade on this, right? Yeah, that's more plating. Okay, that's our next turn. Guess we keep re-rolling because we can't. There's an Aegis too. All right. I don't know how we're going to fit it all in. We'll figure it out. It's going to be great. I feel like plating was the thing I was just missing. Needs the Aegis. Needs the Aegis pretty soon. But it doesn't necessarily have to be this turn. Can upgrade this thing again. Have space for these next turn and be pretty happy. Franklin core. I thought it was a Titan core for a minute. I think if we can win one more fight, we'll probably win the video game. This is just so much work when playing the other factions. I don't understand why you do it unless you just enjoy being complicated. And kind of the downside is most people are playing... I guess that's actually what the problem is. Most people are playing the Voldalians whose ability is cracking armor. So if you could run into other pilots, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. But you can't. It makes you feel kind of dumb.
No grit, no steel.
Forge, but I feel like it's too late. Kind of want that just to fill in this area here. Ship. And its health. Armor forge. I like it too, I just can't do anything with it. Like I've got 23 plating and I'm still losing. I haven't done any extended runs. Maybe I should do one of those with the other stuff. Upgrade stuff. We'll just be ripping through my plating. This is it, do or die. more plating. This is our last round, because we either win or we're dead. I guess we burn through all the rerolls and see if there's anything that's discounted enough. I can buy a rust nugget. All right. And chomp a rust nugget and get 2 random gems. Do that. All right, just a little bit of damage. That helps. All right, let's give it a go. Nine wins. I think the way for me to have fun might be to push Mortar Masters and see how far I can go. Because an extended run does seem fun. I wonder how far we could go. I've got a little bit of time before I've got to run, but I want to switch the laundry and use the bathroom, and then we can do a couple rounds with the idea of making it fun. That could be fun. Yeah, they poisoned me to death. Poisoned me completely to death. I still think there's something to the fact that because the first captain you unlock, and the one people are going to get good with the quickest, has an armor punishing mechanic, that these guys are just tough to play right.
Let the void echo with our strike.
But I'll be back. We'll try again. Don't go anywhere. Hey, sorry, y'all. I thought I was going to have time to do one more. I'm not. I'm going to have to call it here, but I think I will be able to stream on Saturday or Sunday. I will see. Thank you for tuning in. Adios.